So, chapters 17 through 24 were definitely really interesting. I guess my first question begins with Jurgis's cellmate, Jack, and his significance. Because I know he came into the picture as somebody who also had misfortunes, but then he kind of turned his misfortunes badly. And I'm wondering if Jurgis is gonna um, fall back on Jack and use him as help for more money, as Jack kind of urges him to do, because he's becoming less of a family man. I mean, he kind of reflects on how badly his family has been treated, and that's kind of also why it's kind of like a cycle. Like a bad thing happens, and then Jurgis needs money, but then the bunny gets money, and he goes to the bar, or he spends it on women and things like that, and then another bad thing happens, and it's just a cycle of needing money, but then using it for other things that he doesn't need to use it on. Like, he could be this family man that he started off with, so I'm kind of wondering why Sinclair is kind of turning his character into somebody that we are, like, against as a society, when he's trying to amplify the idea of, like, an immigrant coming here to work harder and be, like, a positive impact in society. So I was kind of confused on that. But it was also kind of like a lot of his hardships are the source of, like, corruption. And I think that he also starts to take the advice of using corruption to get ahead. Like when he is talking about after his son dies and he runs away and he's in the country and the farmer turns him away, and he kind of does the eye for an eye kind of thing, where he rips out all his peach trees, and he starts kind of, thinking about not using these experiences to be positive, but more like as revenge. I think he's more moving towards. But yeah, so kind of also talked about how, like, their home was taken from them, like their source of, like, life, really. And then, like, this woman comes in, and I feel like she's supposed to represent, like, a source of compassion or something in these hard times when everyone seems really cruel. But there was this quote that was, it says, "They were rich people who came to live there to find out about the poor people, but what good they expected it would do to them to know, one could not imagine." So it's kind of my question is, like, yes, she's trying to help by getting Jurgis a job, but her husband is the superintendent of this company, and this company is constantly dealing with people dying of horrible accidents, as Jurgis describes. So in a way, she's trying to help, but is she really helping? So I kind of was wondering, like, how he introduces Christian women, and then this religious revival, if he was hinting towards ideas of religion and turning towards religion, towards these values that their society really does not have. So that was what I really got out of these couple chapters. Definitely a lot of questions I still have unanswered, and I'm excited to read the next couple chapters.